Well, welcome back, everyone. And my goodness, Lee, we're still recovering. We're still energized from all of that enthusiasm, that passion, everything that Dr. Joe D presented to us.
It was truly exciting. I love to watch her. She really is excited about her work. She always has been, you can tell.
But how amazing. I mean, paralyzed, gets up and walks and is doing triathletes. And what made me so happy was her talking about the importance of meditation.
I know.
That was not lost on me.
Yep.
Yeah. And just her whole story is filled with miracles and how she's been helping others achieve their miracles.
For me, that was a really fast half hour.
Yes.
Yeah, just, oh boy.
I'm going to have to watch the replay.
I know. I'm going to have to watch the replay of my own show to find out what happened. Well, once again, it's time for Miracle Moments. Let me ask you, what's been your most recent miracle? Now, did you notice I asked about a recent miracle? Well, that implies perhaps you've experienced several. And I want to know about your recent one. Perhaps you're thinking to yourself, I don't really have layers of miracles to share. Well, oh really? Perhaps you do. Miracles sometimes happen all the time. Sometimes it's through synchronicity. I mean, every time I see 11:11 on the clock, to me, it's a miracle. Sometimes it's the healing. Sometimes it's a release of fear, release of worry. Perhaps through many examples, you can begin to realize your own little miracles. And if so, we'd love for you to share them with us. I'd like to ask Monica to share a miracle moment which happened to one of our Circle of 12 members.
And this particular miracle moment, it came from Sylvette. And Sylvette says, on the 10th of May, that's of this year, 2023, I wrote in the chat box during the live stream and mentioned that I would put myself into the healing circle because I desperately needed it. Every morning, I wake up terribly anxious for no reason. During the chat, Monica gently answered me that she wished the best outcome for me. And I actually remember that, Sylvette, because in that month of May, the episodes were pre-recorded because Lee was still recovering from his open heart surgery, and it meant that both Lee and I could be in the chat with everyone else. So Sylvette continues with her miracle moment and says that when Kryon spoke through Lee, and then when the guest speaker, Sheriana Boyle, spoke, I had the feeling that every sentence was directed to me. Everything made sense. After that, Kryon spoke about one of the new tools for the shift and asked if I wanted it. I got the chills as I answered out loud, "Yes, Spirit. I am ready to welcome this gift." And it was the gift of expecting benevolence. When lying down in bed, I programmed a happy, joyful awakening. And guess what? I woke up singing a song from my childhood. Thank you, everyone. The miracles are so accurate and powerful. And I'm so overjoyed to hear that you were able to wake up with that joy. And one of the things that Sylvette was sharing was that it was the many voices as one that were helping her. It was Lee, it was my chat, and I'm sure there were others in the chat loving on you as well, Sylvette, because that's just what our beautiful community does. And then it was Sheriana, and then it was Kryon, and so it was all these multiple things coming to you, directed at you, and you got your miracle. So, oh gosh, so inspiring. And that's what we're going to do now, because as a community of light workers, it's not just one person sending energy, it's all of us together focusing our intent on to those people like Sylvette who was wanting help from us. And so let's close our eyes just for this moment to tune in to that quantum realm. And within that quantum realm, there is a list where people have been submitting names, either for themselves, people they know, pets, friends, situations, a whole list of people writing down a prayer request. So let's focus and connect etherically with that list. And as we connect with that list, it's both past, present, and future. Everyone is known at a quantum level, at that multi-dimensional level within this realm of infinite possibilities. It's all known. And as we continue focusing on that list, collectively, we're all sending to them. Sylvette said many sentences came to her. So let's have all of these sentences from us saying to those on the list, we visualize a happy outcome. We expect benevolence to come into your life. We send compassion. Let there be unconditional love flowing to you. Allow yourself to receive the gifts and tools from Spirit that are coming your way. These are the things we wish to give you, to send you from our heart, from the purest place within our heart. We wish to send a benevolent outcome to all those who are asking for our help and assistance, supporting them, loving them. And as we then keep that focus on that multidimensional quantum list, but let's expand it just a little so that we can include others on the planet, brothers and sisters who are also looking for some kind of help, support in their situation. They are included in these multiple sentences of love and compassion and benevolence that are being sent out to them. And as we continue this feeling, sensation, visualization, know that you are also being supported. You're included. Everyone on the planet right now in this moment is included with these messages, these sentences, these ways of us sending expectations of positive outcomes. Most benevolent outcome with compassion, with love, with support, with care, with nurturing, with friendship, with honor, with love. And as we prepare to enter the circle of 12, know that we can be in multiple places at the same time, and we can keep this wave of love and benevolence that we are sending to everyone at the same time that we move into the circle of 12.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon. Come a little closer. Come a little closer so that you might examine some important questions. Why does prayer work? Why is it that you can actually think good thoughts about someone and they somehow pick it up? It's been mentioned that you might be able, through that which is your consciousness, to be in many places at the same time. Is it possible? More and more, this is being acknowledged in the metaphysical world. Affirmations, prayers, somehow have become stronger in the last years. There has been a powerful awakening to these things which in the past didn't do what they're doing today. There have been these questions that are starting to be asked by those who have been around a very long time saying, what really truly is happening that is making these things so potent? We always knew prayer worked, but today we're seeing something amazing. There are those who are doing group prayers with people all over the country, and all then over the world, focusing on one group perhaps that needs compassion or help or peace. And then we hear from that group that they don't know what happened, but suddenly they were peaceful with a condition that was horrific. And they were starting to pull out of it in a way that was really amazing. And you go back and you look at the entire scenario and you go, wow, this is different. It is different. There are those pioneers who have been trying this for some time. Does it really work to have groups of individuals focusing? And they have found out that more than ever, that works. It works so potently. It's been validated so many times. Now you start to ask yourself, what is it that would cause something like this that came from a human being? Or a group of human beings. So the premise is this: you've been told in the past that you really don't amount to much. We have then given that even this month in our channelings, in the circle of 12 now, that you come into the world and you're not really told that you have a lot of sacredness or magnificence. It's just the opposite. You've got to climb a bunch of stairs even to look at God. This circle of 12 is going to be you being able to see something, receive something, and feel something again from yourself, not from an outside source. And it's going to be delivered to you within your own soul energy, which is you for yourself. This circle of 12 starts now. Come with me. Let's cross the bridge together. Again, we walk across the bridge through the mist and into this soul which is yours. A beautiful, beautiful arena, an area, whatever you want to call it, that is just filled with you and eons of you. We've given you the message before that when God created whatever it is God created, and when God created it, long before perhaps even this multiverse, you were part of it. We've given you the information that your soul is part of God. It represents then the God within. You have a piece of God with you all the time. And so this circle of 12 is for you to receive that in a more potent way, perhaps, in a real way. Again, I'll say, is this real or not? Dear ones, this is as real as you wish to make it. Reality, you can define it in many ways. But I'll tell you this, those who define it as only what you can touch and feel are missing the point. What if there is a reality of consciousness that is so much bigger and more real than the chair you're sitting in right now? It's you traveling with a consciousness and a soul body to wherever you would like to go and returning. More and more you're starting to realize that is another kind of reality that is as real as anything. There's a doorway, there always is. A chance for you to go through it or not. Sometimes we have walked past the doorway and gone into other areas without a doorway. But this one we do. We want to then cement, this is your room you go into, a room that is going to have you receive something. Something will administer to you. It's a therapeutic room, you might say, where something happens for you and you don't have to figure anything out. And I want you to go through that door and feel that name on it again resounds with you. The name on the door, the one you can't really read but you can feel, is you. Everything here is not a mystery. If you could spend a lot of time in this place, if you want to call it a place, this soul energy, if you wanted to spend time here, the more time you spend, the more familiar it becomes. This is real home that you're experiencing right now. It is the place, the launching pad for even being a human. And you are in it right now. This is the new tool of this energy, of this age, to allow you to come and be part of something that seemed impossible or perhaps even inappropriate to some. It is you visiting you. Of course you can do it. You always could. People have asked, is it across the veil? Yeah, it is. That veil is the bridge. Into this large area you come and you feel the presence of this beautiful golden entity. It's a group of angels, you might say. It feels pristine, beautiful, pure, and you sit in the chair. This is time for you. I want you to be peaceful with this, dear ones, as peaceful as you've ever been. That beautiful entity comes and places its hands on your shoulder and back of you. That entity may greet you yet again. Dear ones, welcome to yourself. I am part of you. You are part of me. I am the rest of your soul. That beautiful entity might say that. Now you know really truly who it is, don't you? And right now I invite you to be administered to. Pouring into you is all of the love of the energy of your own peace of God that you carry when you're a human being. If God is love and you've got a piece of it, you are love. If God is love and purity and abundance, you have got all of those in you. And now is a time where that can pour into you to such a degree that when you leave this place, go back across the bridge, in what you call your reality where you can touch the chair, these things will stay. And these things that are staying is the knowledge of God in you. Not just the knowledge of it, but you're going to feel the love of it. Imagine walking around and feeling the love of the Creator, which is part of you, in you. You don't have to reach out for it. It's just there. It's part of you. It's in every cell of you. Imagine that. Not from an outside source. You are the source of your own God self, love, peace. You are then in control of your own future in a way that perhaps you have never even thought about. Dear ones, this perhaps is a new concept for many, but it's a good one, isn't it? I want you to sit there with me for a moment. I would like to come forward at this point. I would like to touch you as well, if you allow it. I've always wanted to do this. And in your soul chair, in your soul energy, in the circle of 12, besides just holding your hand across the bridge, I, as the angelic form that I am, that have been here all of these years to give you information about how grand you are, want to participate in loving you. I would like to touch that part of your shoulder that is being touched by the golden one, the angel. And let my love flow into you as well as a reminder of the God source that you came from, that you are, and that you can access and be. Blessed is the human being right now who can feel all of this and will get the message that you are a piece of everything that is and existed long before the earth was even formed. You deserve this love. You are this love. Let the reality of being on the planet in 3D start to meld with another reality of who you really are. Let the magnificence of you start to be built into you for the rest of your life. You'll live longer because of it. You'll be more joyful because of it. Let this continue. Stay. Just stay for a while. Let this pour into you. Feel it. Smile. You might even lift your hands. Thank you, Spirit. I'm in love with you all, and so it is.